Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new demo. Today we finally have the new, where are they, Bizarre Beasts mount adoption licenses. So let's use all these up and have a look at all our new mounts. There we go, perfect. First up we got the Darkmist Shrike. You look cool. Next we got they bring back the Mad Realm Warclaw. Not bad. Again, with this set, I always feel like without the wings would be nicer, but that's just me. Got the Exo Suit Beetle. Seems like they're catching up on a lot of old sets. Not too shabby. The Kintsugi Jackal. Wait, is that the guy that was in the... One sec. No, it's different. Never mind. But it is very, it feels very nice. I thought it was in the trailer for the Fractal. Looks very nice. I like the kind of ceramic feel that you get with those cracks. Here we go. Let's move on. The Luminous Jackal. Ugh, not my favorite set. The Luminous, but it's not too bad. I think it'd be nice around Halloween, but I don't think I would use it elsewhere. The Marshland Salamander. Ooh, he's got a very thick tail. It's a nice palette of colours though. The reds and the purples, very nice. Vital Geode, that's for the Warclaw, is it? That is a cool Warclaw. That is a cool Warclaw. Very nice. Exhalted Sky Emperor. That's a Skyscale. Very nice. Aurene's Prismatic Raptor. Oh, that's cool. Got an Aurene set. Very nice. I like that. Got the Skimmers now. Elonian Waverider. Very nice. The Bighorn Charger. Oh, he looks menacing. The Spotted Springtail. Interesting. And is this the last one? The Primeval Skimmer. Finishing off the Primeval set. Oh no, we still have a few Skyscales. The Bearded... Ooh, you're nice. I like you. Bearded Dragon. And this Shattered Nightscale. Very cool. Is that all of them? That is all of them. Okay. Here we go. Let's start off with the Raptors. So here is the Marshland Salamander. Let's see how he feels. His tail is absolutely huge. Very, very cool. Okay, let's have a look at his dies. So, top left is going to be the top of his body. He looks really weird. He looks very oily. You know what he looks like? He looks like a tar elemental, but as a raptor in All Shadow Abyss. That's pretty interesting. Okay, anyway, top left is going to be basically the main body of his skin. Top right is going to be his belly and under the eyes there. As well as the tongue. You can dye the tongue. That's cool. Bottom left is going to be his spots and lower jaw, as well as the tip of his tail. And then bottom right is going to be just his spine, basically. Just straight down the back. Very nice. And here is the Aurene Prismatic Raptor. Very shiny. Oh, you got a nice little trail. I can see a lot of people using this in the future. Okay, let's see if he has a unique engage skill. Not really. But all the same, very nice. And let's have a look at the dies. There's all black, and here we go with Destroyer orange. So top left is going to be most of the scales all along everywhere. Oh, I kind of want a picture of the idol. Top right is going to be the underbelly and the lower scales. So under the neck, the jawline, under the arms. Bottom left is going to be all the crystals and the nails, the talons, I suppose. As well as his eye. And top right is going to be the aura, the effect. The kind of shimmer coming out of the crystals. Right, let's move on to Springers. Or Springer, I should say. The spotted Springtail. Here he is. Looks very nice. The fur is actually very well done. I do like these sort of faces for the Springers. They're just very nice. I don't know. But there he is. Jumping away. Let's have a look at his engage. That was a very bad angle, wasn't it? There we go. Nothing too fancy. We'll have a look at the dies. Top left. It's going to be the main part of his fur. Not the pattern, but just the main section. Top right is going to be the other section? I'm confused now. Okay, top right's gonna be more fur. It's just kind of confusing. So there's gonna be a lower level, a top coat and a lower coat. But are they the opposite? No, some of it overlaps, it seems. I think anyway. I'm not 100% sure if it's all overlaying. It looks like it is partially. Anyway, bottom left is going to be his underbelly, ears, eyebrows as well, which is an interesting one. As well as some lines which I think aren't meant to be seen. I don't know if you can see that. And then bottom right, I should say, is going to be his tail and his, I guess mane is the correct word, as well as some of his whiskers. Very nice. Anyway, let's move on. Next up we have our Skimmers. So here is the Elonian Waverider. Now I will, once I've finished up here, I'll jump down to the lake and look under the water as well, and I'll add that in next. Let's have a look at the engage skill. Very nice. And now the dies. There we go. Sweet. The top left is some patterns at the back of the wings and the antennae, I guess. Top right is going to be more patterns on the top of the head, as well as on the part of his wings and on his tail there, as you can see. Oh yeah, and the top left has a bit of the fins in the bottom of the tail there. Underbelly's a bit hard to see. Top left has also got his mandibles? Not quite sure. Then bottom left is going to be most of the body, as you can see, and tail, as well as under the belly. And then bottom right is going to be the saddle and collar. Okay, let's move on to the Primeval. Where's that Primeval Skimmer? That looks cool, all Shadow Abyss. Here we are. Nice sounds there off that. Very, very nice indeed. Anyway, let's have a look at the engage. Pretty standard. And then for the dies,
with default dies in the Primeval, underwater.
Not bad. Again, all Shadow Abyss looks pretty cool on Primevals. So, top left is going to be most of the body and tail and wings. As well as the lower body, is it as well? Yeah. Pretty much the entire Skimmer. Top right is going to be the very bottom of the tail and the front part of his wings, as well as the top of his head. Bottom left is going to be just the eyes. And then bottom right is going to be the misty primeval aura around him. Okay, now we're on to the Jackal, which there was the Kintsugi and the Luminous. We'll start off with the... Ooh, that looks actually pretty cool. I take it back. Shadow Abyss and red is awesome. That is really, really cool. That's Midnight Red and Bloody Red down here. That is... I like that. Okay, it's a bit too red. A bit too red. Maybe if you could tone down the red a little bit. A bit of a darker red, maybe Midnight. That is really cool, though. Very, very nice. But the default dies, which is all green. And is there a unique engage? No. Okay, let's have a look at the die channels. Top left is going to be the sand part. Top right is going to be the rocks and ruins. Oh, keeping them together. Also his claws. Bottom left is going to be kind of aesthetic scratch marks and everything on all the ruins. And then bottom right is the underbelly glow, which is really, really strong. So what's that with like a midnight red? That's not too bad. And then what did I have, like rosewood or something? I don't remember what I had. It was cherry? It's not as bad, but I don't know. It's not my favorite. The luminous ones. So let's move on to, not that one, the kind of Canthony one. Where is he? The Kintsugi, I think. I might be pronouncing that very wrong, but a ceramic jackal, which is a very interesting idea. Let's have a look. Okay, so here we go with the Kintsugi. Nice little sound effect there. This jackal looks really, really nice. I actually really like the ceramic vibe. Very, very cool. Let's have a look at it run around. Very nice. Ah, that's a shame. They used the default movement effect, which is a shame. And the engage is basic as well. Let's have a look at the die channels. So top left is going to be all the main part of the ceramic, getting darker as it goes lower. Top right is going to be, ooh, interesting, some just like kind of accenty down the spine, tail, under the belly. Bottom left is going to be the what is left from the top left, which is the lower part of the paws and the legs and the tail, as well as the ears and the nose there. And then bottom right is going to be all of the cracks, as well as the kind of golden filament in the default die segment, as well as also his claws as well. Very nice. And his mouth. Okay, that's the Jackals. Onto the Warclaws, for which we had 3 actually. We had a lot of Warclaws. First up, the Vital Geode. Okay, so Vital Geode Warclaw. I quite like they used the sleek Warclaw build that they have for this one. Got the aura coming from behind, so that it does get in there on the movement ability. That's not too big of an ask for the Warclaw, as it's just a trail. And let's have a look at the engage. Looks like the standard engage to me. Let's see the dies next. Right, top left is going to be the main body. Pretty much all of the main body as well. Top left there, and top right is going to be all the crystals and the saddle, as well as the claws slash talons of the Warclaw. Bottom left is going to be the paws, under the tail, under the belly, anything on the face there, doesn't seem like it. And bottom right is going to be the eyes. Where was the, oh, bottom left also affects the aura, it seems. Okay, there's 3 layers of the aura, and that's on each of the... So top left's going to be around the face and the tail, top right's going to be kind of central body, and then bottom left is going to be the lower body there. Okay, very nice. Let's move on. Yes, I am sure. Mad Realm. As I said earlier, Mad Realm, not my favorite Halloween set. It's not too bad. I like the actual look of the mount. It's just the wings that kind of put me off it. But nice to have a Halloween skin in, you know, a month before Halloween, I guess. Right. Let's have a look. Actually, engage skills default. Let's have a look at the dies. I don't expect the engage skill to be unique, I just hope that it is. So top left is going to be the bats that come off of the Warclaw. I say top right, top left. I think I keep saying top right. Top right is going to be the main body. Bottom left is going to be the kind of aura, the wings, the highlight, I would say, of the main body. And then bottom right is going to be the face and those... that is an evil looking face. Like I said, I think I would much prefer this set if you could take the wings off. I think I said that in the original video as well for the Mad Realm. Now the... what is it? What are the newer set? The Mad King I quite like. I think they're a very nice Halloween set. So maybe we'll get one of them for Warclaw eventually. But next it's on to the Bighorn Charger. This guy is a kind of an armored Warclaw mixed with a ram. It looks like he means business though. I wouldn't want to be caught by those horns. Very cool. Engage skill presumably normal? Yes. And let's have a look at the dies. Top left we have the armor. Main body of the armor. At least around the head and the paws. That's the top left there. Top right's going to be all kind of the studs and the edge of the plate armor. Bottom left is going to be... Oh, sorry. Top left is... kind of the... probably the weaker armor, to be honest. And then bottom left is going to be the bits like protecting the torso. The more important parts, I would say. And then bottom right is going to be the... I guess probably leather or something that keeps it all... underneath, so that you don't have it rubbing against your skin and all that. Well, at least the Warclaw's skin, I guess, to keep him comfortable, as well as his little beady eyes there. Even that is quite nice, just like on its own. Maybe throw in Midnight Red over here. Or do I have a nice brown? What's Ruin like? And then maybe a bloody red for... That is quite nice. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's move on. We have the Griffon, Roller Beetle, and Skyscale left. We're going to start with the Skyscale, then go on to Griffon. Skyscale, that's Griffon. Skyscale. We have 3 again. Let's start with the Shattered Nightscale. Here is the Shattered Nightscale. Let's fly out a bit. Where's the light source? This way? No, that's also blinding. Is there a storm on? No. Interesting. Let's fly up anyway. The lighting's really weird up here. I like his wingspan though. It's pretty cool. I like how it's not 100% colored in. Where is the light? I don't even know. Pretty nice Skyscale though. Let's have a look at the dies. Default? Yeah, default. Always, I think it's gonna be default in these sets, but I always hope that it isn't. Right. Top left is gonna be kind of belly, a bit of the torso. See in there. Down the tail, kind of near the bone on the wings, back of the neck. Top right is going to be the main part of the wings, as well as the horns, the legs as well, and on the tail. See there. Bottom left is going to be a nice little pattern at the back of the wings, as well as the tail, and looks like the face as well. Oh, the neck there. And then bottom right is going to be a little smidge of the head, as well as the arms and wings again. Of the back parts of the wings here. Awesome. Let's move on. Right, next up we have the Bearded Dragon. Ooh, he looks nice too. Very cool. Again, no unique engage skill, unfortunately. But let's have a look at his dies. So, top left is going to be the arms as well as the face. And tail as well. Top right is going to be in between the scales, the claws or talons, as well as the tail. Bottom left is going to be most of the wingspan, as well as the horns and the belly. At least part of the belly. I'm guessing bottom right is going to be all the feathers. And it is indeed. Bottom right is all the feathers. Right, let's move on to our next mount. Our final Skyscale, the Exhalted Sky Emperor. Okay, here is the Exalted Sky Emperor. Very nice. Another kind of classic. I think this was in the first, wasn't it? This was in the first mount selection licenses. Way back when. Very, very nice. Let's have a look at the dies. So, top left is going to be most of the body, the kind of main glow. Top right is going to be the kind of shimmery effect on top of that. Bottom left is going to be all of the kind of spiky bits bits of armor. The spiky bits of armor around, as well as the horns, which I guess seems to be part of a helmet now. And then bottom right is going to be the eyes. Okay, and that is our Skyscales. That's pretty cool. That's just Shadow Abyss in red, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, there's also some Midnight Red and some Destroyer Orange in there. But let's have a look at the default for the Darkmist. Shrike, isn't it? Shrike, sorry. Darkmist Shrike. Very nice. I quite like this one. Quite like it a lot, actually. Let's have a look at its dies. Actually, let's have a look. Double check it doesn't have a engage. No. Alright, let's have a look at the dies then. Top left we have the kind of, I'd say probably upper layer of the kind of mist effect, as well as some of the aura as well, some of the wisps of essence coming off it. Top right is going to be what seems like more so accents. Is that above? That is above. Sorry, this is the lower layer, and top right's the top layer, the upper layer. So it's also got the kind of the ears as well, going down to the talons. Very nice. Bottom left is going to be the collar, as well as parts of the eye, it seems. One eye? Or just part of that eye? Okay. And then bottom right is the eyes and the gemstone in the collar. There we go. It's a really cool Griffon skin, I like it. Now here we have finally the Exo Suit Beetle.
Very nice. Oh, I fell into a chasm. I was about to take it for a spin. Can I get out of here? Damn it. There we go. Exo Suit I always thought was quite a nice set to grab. I kind of wish the hologram would roll with the beetle, rather than it just being like a HUD, maybe. Or maybe just parts of it roll, perhaps. But anyway, let's have a look at the dies. Top left is the main part of the beetle, pretty much all of the basic beetle for the top left. Top right's going to be the saddle and all the little armory bits, as well as parts of his feet there. Bottom left is also going to be kind of accenty bits on the armoring and the saddle. And then bottom right is going to be the holographic. Oh, we should probably volunteer. Bottom right is going to be the holographic segments of the beetle. As you can see. As well as parts of the saddle as well. Okay. Well, that is it for the Bizarre Beasts mounts. Some really cool ones. I quite like the Ceramic Jackal, the Kintsuga? I'm gonna butcher the name for a few days before I... Sugi, not Suga. I quite liked that. What other ones kind of stood out to me? The Aurene Raptor is pretty cool. Mad Realm would have been nice if there's no wings on it. It's alright with the wings, but I think I could use it. It would be more versatile without the wings, I think. Nice to see Exo Suit Beetle. I want to make sure I didn't miss any other beetles. I think there was only the one, right? Yeah, there's only the one beetle. What else is nice? Actually, we have a little list there. So yeah, my favorites be the Prismatic Raptor, the Kintsugi Jackal. Skimmers are alright. Primeval, I'm actually not a huge fan of. I use them the odd time, but the Darkmist Shrike was pretty cool as well. And then, what was it? One of the Warclaws. Nice basic skin for Warclaw. And the Geode's pretty sweet, but I think, yeah, favorites: Darkmist Shrike, Kintsugi Jackal, and Aurene's Prismatic Raptor. That is it for me for today, guys. I do hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, and subscribe for more in the future. I'll be back later on in the week, but until then, that is it. Oh, I suppose you can head over to this week's giveaway, where I'll be giving away some Bizarre Beasts mounts. The link for that should be in the top right hand corner. You can join the Discord, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll be back later on in the week with more videos. Until then, take care, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.